9/11 started out like most mornings. You just get up, the alarm goes off, and you get ready to go to work. Little did I know my whole world was going to change that morning. Got into work, and roughly 8:30ish, my world shook. My desk literally shifted from the wall. It was like nothing we've ever felt before. So everybody just looked at each other and was like, well, what was that? Strobes went off and the sirens went off, and everybody just was listening for the announcements of what to do next. And then my supervisor came through and she was like, okay, we're holding yet. And then my manager came through and was like, we have to go. We've got to go now. We just started to funnel, and then I was like, wait a minute, my friend Edith wasn't with us, and she was one of my best friends. So I knew she went to the ladies' room, so I funneled the opposite direction from what they wanted us to do. And I went to go past to make sure she was okay. But as you entered the hallway, the smell was unreal. And you immediately realized it was gas. So we thought a gas line exploded. But as you passed the elevator doors, they were sucked in, so they kind of looked like a C shape almost. And we just kept going towards the ladies' room, and my boss was like, well, make sure that she's okay, but you have to head into the staircase to get down. And I was like, okay, but I need to know that she's all right. So he opened up the ladies' room door and was like, there's nobody here. Because we went that way, we ended up in a staircase that's considered an external stairway. And we didn't know that it was a plane until somebody called their spouse. So as we were funneling into the stairs, because now you have to imagine people are already starting to walk down. You can only get in like one person at a time. Somebody in front of us gets a phone call, and we found out that a plane hit the building. So we were basically just amazingly calm how people stood. I mean, going down the steps and funneling information back to each other. And I can remember the gentleman behind me nudging, and I was leaning on my faith about as hard as I could lean and praying just to get out of the building. I just wanted to go home. I wanted to see my family. I had a lot of pain in my back at that point, and my legs were going numb, because you have to realize we were on the 35th floor. So walking down those steps, it's like 2 full flights, so it's 14 and then 14 before you get to the landing. And I just kept praying, and I was like, Lord, I know you're busy right now, but I can't do this without you, because I'm hurting and I can't, everything is going numb. Could you walk with me? And I am a firm believer in angels. I've believed in angels my entire life. And I said to him, if you can't, can you send somebody to walk with me? I can't explain the feeling that comes over you when you know that everything is going to be okay. Well, it just kind of washed over. And it felt like somebody took their hand and put it on the small of my back and stood me straight. There was no more pain. There was no more tingling. I couldn't feel anything, but I couldn't feel the pain either. And I walked and continued to walk. And the information just kept coming up the stairway, like, it's dim here, there's water, be careful, hold on. When we got to the bottom, I mean, I remember every face of every fireman walking up the steps as I was coming down. I can remember their faces and how the older ones had like more of a solemn look, like they didn't want to have expression, but you kind of could see it in their eyes that they knew they were kind of come back down. When I got to the bottom, there was an officer there, and he was looking up, and at the time we didn't know why he was looking up, but basically he was looking up for debris. And he told us, okay, see the door over there? I want you to hit that door running. If you drop something, it's gone. Don't stop, don't go back for it, keep going. So when he told me to go, I went. And then I hit the door, and on the inside of the financial center, the cops are all, and the EMS guys are going, come on, come on, come on. Because they wanted you to get through and away from the building. When we got out the other side, the lady I was looking for was standing right there. And she was like, they wouldn't let me go back to get you. I wanted to come for you. And I was like, well, I went to look for you. So we hugged.